Hello everybody and welcome back to Black Coffee Gardener. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about bitters. I've done a video already about tinctures and bitters, the health benefits of bitter decoctions and so forth. And today I just want to delve a little deeper into that. I want to actually show you guys how to make your own bitters. I'm going to show you a few different things that I have going on here, and then also talk a little deeper or a little more extensive into some of the health benefits that I've found in some of these particular decoctions. And since I mentioned that, let me talk about this one first, and then we'll just get that out of the way. So when you make your bitters, which like I said is what we're going to do, you are pretty much extracting all of the elements from whatever grain, whatever spice, whatever herb, whatever peel. In this case today we're going to be doing grapefruit. You're extracting all of those medicinal properties, all those minerals, vitamins, depending on what it is that you're using from that particular product, and you're turning it into liquid form. Now, this here is a chai bitters that I made. I think I showed you guys this in the last video. So what I do with this one is there's star anise in here, there's cinnamon, there's cloves, there's cardamom. All of these particular herbs make up the chai spice blend, but it's a double goodness, if you will, for me, because all the combination of all of these together is an amazing boost of vitamin B12. You can use this to make tea. You can use it to flavor ice cream. There's so many different uses for it, but for the purpose of talking about bitters and tinctures and so forth and so on, I drink a lot of water. So for me, it just makes most sense to make my concoctions, put them into, and I mean, this lasts forever, put them into smaller dropper bottles. I can carry this around with me, and I can put it in the car, I can put it in my bag. This one here, I don't know if that shelf is showing on camera, but I keep up there with the rest of my bitters that I use to mix cocktails with, and so forth and so on. And it's just a matter of putting 10 to 15 drops in your drink. I'm not gonna put as many in this one because it's just a small glass of water, but it's just as simple as that. It takes your sparkling water up a notch. Now what would have been plain sparkling water is now going to have an amazing chai spice taste to it. And then not only that, but I'm getting all of those vitamin B12s, all of that vitamin B12, all the nutrients from that I need. In my particular case, I have extremely dry scalp. The vitamin B12 helps with that. That plus vitamin E, and so this is one of the reasons why I stay up on the chai, other than the fact that it tastes amazing. If anybody's ever had a chai latte, if there's some way to turn a chai latte into a sparkling water, I might need to get with these people and we might need to work something out. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to do a grapefruit bitters because grapefruit is in season. Another thing for me is when I'm making any type of bitters, unless I'm using dried herbs, I like to wait until that particular thing that I'm making is in season. And that's when it comes to fruits and vegetables. Of course, if you're using spices, that's something entirely different with and of itself. But today, grapefruit. I washed the grapefruit because, as with most things, if you're going to eat it outside, you want to wash it. We're not eating the peels, but we are going to consume what's left of it after it's done steeping. So yeah, having said that, I've already washed this. All right, I also have a clean mason jar with a tight fitting lid. We have our alcohol, our vodka. So I prefer 80 proof vodka. You do whatever works best for you. I've heard some people do chai spice with rum. I'm sure that's amazing. I haven't tried it. Like I said, 80 proof vodka works fine for me. So we have our nice clean grapefruit, and then what we're going to do is cut either side of it off, okay? So that you just have like so. And you're gonna take that. Now, some people say, why didn't you just peel it first? Once again, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to show you how I do it. This makes it easier for me to cut. See all of this white pith in here? We don't want that. Make sure I get that. We don't want that. So for me, cutting it this way, it just makes it easier for me to then get in there with my knife and get as far down into the peel as I possibly can. And you may even have to use a smaller knife. See, all you want is the peel. Now, if you have some pith in there, is it gonna ruin it? No, I just don't want as much of the bitter effect. You know, we are making a bitters. You know, the name bitters is there for a reason, because grapefruit is bitter. Most of the things you're making a bitters with are bitter, but I want that grapefruit flavor to be extremely potent. And in order for me to maximize on that flavor, I've got to get as much of what makes this bitter out of here. Now, this step may seem a bit tedious. I'm not gonna hold you. It is. My knives are extremely sharp, so that makes it, you know, a little easier. Feel free to skip some or all of this step, you know. And I'm gonna get a little closer in. Now, there's been times where I've got this to the point where you can see through it. But look, there's still a lot of it on there. I even cut out a whole piece of peel right here. But here's the thing, I'm happy with this. Now what I'm gonna do is just cut it into some pieces, and I'm gonna roll it up. Because rolling it up and rubbing it between my hands is just getting a lot of those oils in there flowing. Roll it up. Once again, this is the way I do it. You may have a mallet and just, you know, want to hit it with a mallet like so. Or the back of your knife. That's getting the oils flowing as well. However you want to do it, these are just suggestions onto how I do mine. All right. And actually, you can actually see the oils coming out when you tap it that way. So whatever works for you. Oh, this is gonna be really good. A really good snack. Once I'm done with this video. So I'm gonna go get a smaller jar, and I'll come right back. All right. Now, rule of thumb for me is whatever I'm using, I like it to cover at least a third of the space in the jar. In this case, it's pretty much just one grapefruit. I'm gonna see if I can get this off of here really quickly. this is gonna be a good one. Now, let me just move this over. Little trick when you're using cutting boards that don't have grips, just place a damp towel underneath it and it'll keep it from sliding all over the place when you're cutting. Now, next thing you want to do, fill this up as high as you can go without it overflowing. The more space you leave, the more air that gets in there. We don't want air in there. Like, why would we want that? And then shake. I shake as rigorously as possible for at least 30 seconds. What you're gonna do after that is store this in a cool, dry place. What I don't have down here with me is my masking tape. What I like to do on top is write what it is. Write the day that I started it and write the day that it should be done. My grapefruit, I believe I do 21 days if I'm not mistaken. I do. 21 days, so I would write today's date, 2/23/22. 19 days from today, I would write that date as well. So I know when to initially start giving it a taste. If it has the flavor of grapefruit that I want it to have, awesome, we're done. What I'll do is strain this through a cheesecloth, get rid of the grapefruit, and you have a lovely grapefruit bitters. If I want more flavor to it, I'll just keep it going. I shake these once a day for the entire time. Some people only shake them for the first 10 days. I mean, you know, I shake it for the whole time. And there you have it. Grapefruit bitters. Now, this here is a allspice. If you can see the color in that. An allspice bitters that I'm doing. So I started this about 5 days ago. I took about a quarter cup of allspice, put them in a spice grinder just real quick, gave them a hit. I didn't want it to you don't want to take it all the way down to a powder. You just want it to break up some of those balls of allspice a little bit. Now, what I'm going to do with this one, which I'll have to come back and show you guys another video, but this is going to be an allspice dram, which I'm going to use to make a variation of dark and stormies. But today, I'm gonna add a cinnamon stick to this. The aroma on that is already amazing. Already amazing. So we're gonna add cinnamon. Same exact thing. Shake this up. I'm gonna put it back upstairs in the pantry. This has to go for at least another 10 to 14 days. So it'll be about that long before I come back and do another video about bitters and show you guys how I'm going to turn this into a dram, which will be a nice syrup that goes amazing with any Caribbean inspired cocktails. You can do mocktails with it. But yeah, this is going to be a force to be reckoned with once it's done. So guys, that's all I have for you today. Once again, it was just basically about wanting to show you guys, you know, how to do your own bitters. And here's the thing: say you want orange flavored bitters, then you'd be using orange peels instead of grapefruit. Say you wanted, I mean, I don't elderflower, like whatever it is that you want. Fill the glass a third of the way with that particular herb, spice, whatever it is. When you're getting into mixing things like the chai spice, where I have like 5 or 6 different things in here, that's when it gets a little bit more challenging. And of course, that would have to be a separate video. But if you're just starting out with this, start out with something simple. Grapefruit, lemon, rosemary. Oh, rosemary is amazing. The possibilities are endless. I will probably continue to do more videos about this just because it's the simplest thing for you to do for yourself. It's an amazing way to get vitamins into your life in a quick and easy way, especially for people who aren't interested in you know, taking pills, supplements, whatever. Oh, I forgot to take my vitamins, so forth and so on. I mean, all the B12 I need right here. You know what I mean? And if I wanted to make sure that I got my daily dose, I would just fill this bottle. Or not fill the bottle. I would put my particular recommended dose in this bottle, and at least I know when I'm done with this bottle of water, I've gotten those vitamins that I need for the day. And that goes for so many different things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm very excited because next week is March 1st. We know what that means. I'll be doing my first videos on seed starting. So I hope to see you guys back here for that. We've got a lot that's going to be growing on this year. So yeah, I'm going to end this video. So I'm looking over here. I'm going to go eat this grapefruit and finish my... You guys have a good one. I'll see you in the next video, okay? Don't forget to take a little time to love on yourselves. And sometimes doing something like this equals loving on yourselves. Have a good one.